My uncle told me that he used to walk more than 10 kilometers to attend school, and he is 80 years old. When I met him last time, he said that he still can touch his toe. I don't know how many of my generation can touch our toe. I think it's very difficult for IT people to touch the toe. But anyway, the thing is, I didn't know the real benefit of walking, so I decided to do a test to find out if there is any benefit with walking, and this is what I have found out. So one of the thing I noticed is that I installed an application in my phone to find out all the walkings that I am doing it. An interesting thing is, so I walked more than 3,29,832 steps. On average, I walked more than 10,000 steps every day. That is the number one thing I have found out, and there are few other things I have found out, and that's what I'm going to discuss with you in this video. So I don't know if you really walk or what type of exercise you are interested. If you are a fan of walking, then I will give you some of the things that I have noticed while walking. One of the cost-effective way of doing an exercise is walk. You don't need any equipment to walk. You can walk anywhere, right? That's one of the good thing about walking. You can walk in a park, you can walk in a street, you can walk in a mountain, you can walk in a village, anywhere you can walk. So this is one of the good thing about walking. So walking is a full body exercise. Your entire body is working, but it's not only body, it's also your mind is working. So this is what I have noticed. When you are walking, if you can be a little more creative, depends on what's the thing you want to achieve with this walking. So my point is that I want my brain to be very much active when I am walking. So what I did is, instead of putting a headset, listening to some music, I decided to do nothing. That means I said that I'm going to use my walking time as a thinking time. I don't know how much time you are using to think, but it's an important thing. What you have to do in order to activate your brain cell is to spend at least some time to think. When you're not thinking, your brain cell is not working much. If your muscle is not working, what is happening? You will lose muscle, right? Similar, like if your brain cell is not activated, then that brain cell is going to die. So to counterattack that, what you can do is do some thinking. Why do you have to think? There are a lot of things you can think, right? I used to think about the work I am doing, the program I am creating, and the book I am going to write next. I recently wrote a book called The 3 Steps to Live Longer, Healthier and Happier. I don't know if you read that book, but in case if you didn't read that book, make sure you read that book. And this book is an idea got from while walking. One of the other book I'm going to write is about my fitness. Next is the fitness book. So I have so many people are asking me about what is the number one thing I have to do to lose weight, or what is your secret, why you look very young. I know you are 40 years old, you're more than 40 years old, but you look very young. What is your secret? So I'm going to write a book about health. So this kind of things, what I have to write, what has to be included, this is all what I'm thinking while I am walking. So when you are walking, you can do this walking as a very creative way and listen some music if you like. But if you want to challenge your brain, use this walking time as a thinking time. There is another thing what you can do is walking can be used as a meditation as well. When you walk, and if you don't put anything in your ear, your mind is kind of free with a lot of things. An average person is having 60,000 thoughts. That's what the science is saying, right? But when you are not putting any headset, your brain is very much, your mind is really reactivated, and you can do meditation practice to calm down that mind. So this is something I used to do while walking. Another thing I have noticed while walking is that my friends, some of them used to tell me that if they don't drink alcohol, their hand is going to be shaking. But for me, if I don't walk these days, I feel like I'm missing something. So it looks like walking become a part of my life, and this is a good thing I can tell. It's a full body workout. When you're walking, your leg is working, your hand is working, your entire body is moving, which is really good for removing the toxins. When you are walking is happening, especially if you walk not in a common place or in a new place, some other thing is happening with your brain, because you're mostly excited about the new places. When you are excited, what is happening? There are some chemicals are released in your body, and these chemicals are is a good chemicals, and these chemicals are very good for brain health. And also some of these chemicals, when you are excited, is also good for looking you young. So if you want to know what are some of the secrets of my young looking body, is one is walking. When you walk, there are multiple benefit, multiple things are happening in your body if you use walking in a little bit creative way. So I use a couple of different way. When I do any type of exercise, I make sure that I'm getting maximum benefit with even a single 8 minute of exercise. These are some of the things I have noticed while walking. So in case if you are a walker, and if you find some other benefit while walking, add that in the comment, let me know, and maybe I will do another test with your suggestion. In case if you didn't read my book, make sure you get the copy of my book. So it has a lot of information, and a lot of people are really enjoying my new book. So make sure you get a copy, and I will see you in the next video with another interesting topic. Take care. This is Coach Joby signing off.